And here we are. They can see us. They can hear us. Consequences will never be the same.
And again, we're so very sorry.
They,
Yep.
whoever they may be.
It's that nebulous they, mostly bots.
Mostly bots.
Mostly bots, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad our artificial intelligence overlords enjoy the show. That's
Hopefully they'll save us from. They'll spare us from the culling of the human herd.
Right.
just take me first.
There you go.
Oh, we're back for some Shadowrun goodness via Fate Accelerated for this story arc, which hopefully we will finish tonight. Not too much left on it. Just depends. Well, Chuck, you have anything you want to plug before we get into it?
Oh my gosh. I'm Chuck with the Defenders of Cobalt. We run stuff all the time, so just hit us up on Twitch and Twitter. All the time. It's too much. So yeah.
I think Chuck's a bot, actually, that just runs games.
I might just be a bot. That's it. Yeah. Defenders of Cobalt. Find me on the internet.
Jeff?
Same thing. Adventures in lollygagging. We run a bunch of stuff. So a couple games on Twitch. We do some Heart with Chuck, actually. He plays on Mondays. We do Mutant Year Zero. And we've been playing some Electric Bastion Land recently. So we're trying that again. And we do Zweihander over on the twitch.tv/Zweihander on Thursdays. So, but Adventures in lollygagging, you can find lots of stuff.
I keep forgetting to check that stream.
It's pretty
There's
fun.
lots of good stuff going on over there.
Having some
here.
fun over there, yeah.
Yeah. Christopher.
I'm Christopher from Two Old Guys Games. We had a Kickstarter back in March that we're just getting ready to fulfill starting next week for the Salty Funnel, Sinking the Stercorarius. There's a judge's screen, there's an adventure, there's character sheets, new classes, mini adventure epilogue, and some other stuff. You can find that on 2oggames.com.
Very nice. And I'm Bert, BizLab on the inner tubes, and I run a little podcast called Of Steam, Steel, and Murder, where we also play lots and lots of games. I have not posted in a month and a half because I'm a lazy jerk. I blame it on COVID.
There you go.
But tonight, Shadowrun, Fate Accelerated. What do you guys remember from last session? And Chuck, who are you playing? Give us just a quick overview.
I am playing Ivan, the mage. Russian guy with a knack for fire and telekinesis. And yeah, that's what I'm playing. I remember we ended up at a farm, just like in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher, who are you playing? What do you remember?
I am Techno G. We found out last session that his name is Gregorius, but he prefers G. The farm is the co-op where his family lives and grows drugs and raises cattle, and you got to turn over the compost every once in a while. And we had thought it might be a safe spot to hide out for a minute, and then we decided we're going to go back to the big city.
Who are you playing, Jeff, and why do you got to go back? Why isn't it safe?
I am playing Gantu Perboa. He's a street samurai dwarf, and we have been protecting a musician who may or may not have other things in her that might be of use to we think. I'm not sure if our characters think this, but I know think we as players think it's possibly a dragon.
Yeah.
And she made a deal with that dragon on the phone to kind of go back and kind of turn herself in and stop all this madness. And we're thinking of going and helping her. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So yes, to stop being on the run and stop being possibly a problem to her friends, she has decided to turn herself in, also to find out a little bit about her murky past.
Right.
So Mariah's made the deal. She asked that if she could get a lift back into town. The other thing that he found out is Max, her current promoter, has been trying to make a deal on the side and has probably been giving you guys up every step of the way as he's been making communications on his personal cell.
They would definitely were right on our heels every step.
We should have broke him in half a long time ago.
Yeah,
We should have. Yeah. Though I think we were thinking about feeding him to pigs, right? Wasn't that was on the table.
The current threat, yeah.
The mutant pigs that,
Six-legged pigs.
All right.
Got to pull the teeth first. That's all.
So what's the game plan?
So it's late it's nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to wait for the morning, or do we want to just start heading back now?
When did Mariah set that meeting?
The meet's actually tonight.
Okay, then, yeah.
Yeah, we better go.
It's several hours away.
I'll grab a caravan and we can all load up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Underworld 93, I think, is the club that they're meeting at.
Well,
and since the previous recordings of this game are gone to the nether, you can't check me on it. So
nope.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Did we get a name for who she was talking to? I can't remember.
yes, you did. Sumiko Hodedara, who says that she is the secretary to her Mariah's previous promoter, Armando Hernandez, but she says he has never had a secretary.
Mm-hmm. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something that happened in that conversation when we listened in where we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Something doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red hair, I think, was on the image or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ivan saw that the image of Sumiko had several eldritch talismans. It looked like the
That's
real
right.
deal instead of just
That's
fashion
right.
statements.
It looked like a glamour. Yeah.
Looked pretty like a pretty potent glamour.
Okay. This is going to be bad either way it goes, but no time like the present, right?
Yeah, well,
Agreed.
to get her there on time, I guess we have to
Step in, yeah.
get stepping.
And we can get a vehicle from your family, right?
Oh, sure. It'll be fine since we blew up the other one or whatever happened
Right.
to it.
We sent it away.
Yeah, it's still driving today.
It's still driving.
Some say it's still going.
Gonna reach the other coast and just fall off the world.
Yeah.
This
Unless it's been
is how
nuked.
Snowpiercer started.
Yeah. Unless it's been nuked or taken by a street gang, it's going to go until its tank runs dry.
Well, we stole it and it was a nice ride, but oh well.
Yeah.
Now we
it
got
was.
one of these junky gas-powered caravans that take us back to town.
Yeah, you've got a selection, actually. They have open-top Jeeps. Some of them have gun mounts. You have bikes, and you have vans. A couple of pickup trucks, too. Real classics. As
I
you were
would-
saying, gas burners.
I would vote for a Jeep or a van.
I was gonna say van. I don't know if we want like open.
Yeah,
tops.
that sounds sketchy. That's easy to get headshots. Let's take a van.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'll grab a van from the fam. The fam
Good
van.
enough.
There you go.
The one
And,
that's got the soccer family on the back, window and stickers.
Uh-huh.
Except the soccer family all have, like, AKs.
Right. One's got 3 arms, one's giant
That's it.
foot.
That's it.
The dog's in a bunker with, like, an artillery piece, you know?
The
So,
parents are smoking away.
Of course, you got to take Mariah, but what are you going to do with Max?
Pigs are hungry.
I feel like
The pigs.
there's no reason for us to bring him.
There's
but
not. I mean,
broke
disable
his
is,
phone.
yeah, we take out his form of communication and just leave him with your family. Like, in a day, put him on the road and tell him to start walking.
And then and like your family will watch him. And such,
Yeah.
So
Like, I don't necessarily.
I'm afraid they're going to feed him really well and like give him a comfy bed and all that while we're going to be all stressed out and maybe in a firefight. And, you know, he's just going to be living it up. So who was my cousin that took care of the pigs? What was his name? I forget. We'll call him
See.
Joe.
Yeah, I didn't write that one down. Victor's your fence.
Yeah.
Have your cover. Okay, good
That's
enough.
right. Joe. It's Josephus, actually. I just call him Joe.
Yeah.
He handles the pigs. So I'm like, hey, Joe, take care of this fool. If he gets out of line, feed him to the pigs. Or if they're super hungry, feed him to the pigs, because he's basically dirt anyway. If he makes it until, I don't know, tomorrow sunset, throw him out on the main road and let him find his way home.
Hey, no problem. Ma needs a little test marketing done. Can we slide this guy some of our newest wares and see if it kills him?
Yes. After you make him aerate the compost heap, because that job sucks.
Well, he's got to earn his dinner, so yeah, of course.
All right.
Of course.
Max, you're in good hands.
Hey, Max, do you prefer herbal or pills? The conversation goes as you turn away.
That's great.
We could just inject it straight into his neck. No, that might kill him.
All right, so you pick up basically a soccer mom type of van. It's got 2 front seats, bucket seat. The back of it's been like just hollowed out. Apparently, they were using it to haul stuff, probably animals by the smell of things. I mean, it's been cleaned out, but that smell lingers.
Yeah.
Burn some herbs back there to freshen the place up.
Of course.
There's probably some stuck under the seat.
Yeah, there's a brick.
I will hop in the back again.
Yeah, I'll take shotgun.
I suppose I'll drive.
Well, in that case, Mariah will just stretch out in the back bucket seat, catch a nap.
Sounds good.
And so, Techno G, you are driving?
I am driving again.
All right, good enough. Well, let's make this interesting. I would like you to make me a drive check. Basically, there are a few things that could happen between here and the city. There are biker gangs on the road. There's a really bad road. Sometimes there's landmines. Let's let the roll decide how easily you get to the city.
All right. What are we looking at? Intellect?
Well, it depends. Intellect would be if, I know this well-worn way to get there, and so we're going to avoid things. Focus would be you're just keeping a sharp eye out.
I think we're sort of pressed for time. Focus kind of take more of a direct route, not really haste, but more of focus.
Sure. And then if
and
you can add whatever you have in street. Street is also your knowledge of this, the literal streets that you're on and which ways to take. And let's see what you get.
Works like that. Does work like that. 3.
3. Okay, that's not bad. That's a fairly average success. So you do make visual contact with a few biker gangs. Lucky enough, though, that they recognize the van and know not to diss with you because the family is strong in this area. So you make it to the outskirts of town without an issue. You are on the outer edge of Seattle. You're going back into, this neighborhood is actually pretty nice. You might stick out a little bit. You do have what passes for license plates on this thing that might pass a cursory look, but you also probably know you want to keep a lowdown. You don't want to get any official eyes on you. All right, so about a half hour away from the place. You're on time. You're actually a little ahead of time with that roll of a 3. So you've got roughly an hour and a half before she's supposed to meet with Sumiko. Anything you want to do before the meet? The club that you're going at is upscale club. It caters to 20 somethings, right? Cover charge. People go there to be seen. So this is not a dive bar by any means.
Definitely out of our element.
Can we maybe touch in with some contacts or something to see if any of those? Because I know there are a bunch of gangs and such that were kind of after us. See
Yeah.
if that gig is still following us around, or
pretty much all the gangs.
or if any of them know that we're back in town or have heard about
Sure.
the deal or anything like that.
So you brought it up. You make the roll. It will either intellect or focus plus your street.
Okay. Well, intellect and focus are both 0. So
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and do street, which is 2. All
Or do you have anything, or all your street points taken up? Do you have any contacts left to define?
I don't think I did any contacts. I did one for Scrounge. That was my burner account, and I got my Chrome. I don't think I did any street yet.
Well, how many points in street do you have?
I got 2.
All right. Well, you can define a contact.
Okay. Can we probably something a little probably someone who literally lives on the street, someone I can kind of trust, who maybe somebody I go to just to that's
Professional street
homeless
person.
type. Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Hey, let's see what your relationship with him is. Just roll 40 fudge, add your street, but nothing else.
So add my street. Okay, got it.
Let me know what you get.
3.
Hey, pretty good. You got actually a friendly association with him, so he's more than just a casual contact. He may even owe you a favor. You know a little bit about him. You know that no family, no kids. You know a little bit of why he's on the street and why he doesn't want to find anything more permanent. He's a fixer. He takes need and people and puts them together. That's what he does. So yeah, you know where to look for him. This time of night, this time of day, he's probably across from the soup kitchen that's in this area. Actually, we'll say it's a little bit before this area. This is the area you're going to is a little bit more upscale, so this is just edge it down just a little bit.
Okay.
And so yeah, you know where to look for him.
All right. So
What's his name?
let's see. Let's call him Ruben.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Okay, so I'll relay that to the guys in the suggestion of maybe swinging by, stopping in, peeking in, seeing if he's there at that soup kitchen.
You want us to drop you at the corner?
Yeah, I mean it's probably best you guys stay mobile, and I'll just hop out.
I'll push the drones up into a surveillance pattern, and we'll let you know if anything comes your way.
All right. So I'll hop out the back hatch, and I will take a look to see. I mean, see if we've maybe been followed at this point. If me hopping out and seeing the van continuing to go, seeing if there's any other vehicles that might suddenly be tailing us that we might not have picked on before.
Focus and street roll for you. Christopher, make me a chrome and focus roll. This will be just this will give you a heads up for your eyes in the sky if they do come up with anything.
Sure.
1 on my roll there, Bert.
All right, good enough. It is a success. So there are levels of successes. 1 is basic success. So unless someone is trying to hide the fact that they're tailing, which they may be, it doesn't seem so. There's normal traffic around. Nobody is really acting suspicious. No car just suddenly, goes from being parked to following right away. It looks clean. Mm-hmm. What did Techno-G come up with for his drones?
I got a 3 on the roll.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So satisfied that no one's following. I'll dip into the soup kitchen, look for Ruben.
All right. Yeah. Ruben's sitting down with a big bowl of something that's passing for chowder and a few crackers. He is mixing it up with some people at the table, apparently telling jokes. They're playing a little game of dominoes while they're at it. It looks like there's a few cred chips on the table for it. Knowing his style, he's probably actually doing a bit of business. He doesn't like to get right into it. There's usually an icebreaker first, and the guy's notorious at dominoes. He is a domino shark.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If that's the case, would I have recognize anyone he's with, or like a regular, or is it just he's just picking up any mark that he can find?
Oh well, these guys are definitely not dressed in a way that they need to be at a soup kitchen. Not guys that you've seen before, so it definitely looks like he's doing a deal here.
Okay. I won't interrupt him, but I'll get in his eye line. So I'll kind of go behind his opponents there, his marks, and I will make myself visible to him and do a very stealthy nod. I want to talk to him.
Well, he doesn't make any indication that he sees you other than just a very slow eye blink as you move to the corner. And the next minute or two, he basically wipes the table, collects the little cred chips that are on the table, and tells the guy, well, yeah, I think old Ruben can help you out with this. Here, pulls out his data term, beams him some information. This guy will get you what you want. You just remember Ruben sent you, and I'll get my cut from him. You don't worry about it. Hey, he moves their chowder bowls closer to him. If you ain't going to eat that. So he motions you over after they leave the table.
Okay. So I'll go over, sit down.
Well, long time no see. You look a little thin. Here, have some chowder.
Haven't really. I've been working out, doing the yoga and the cardio and such.
Well, here, let me fatten you up. He slides over one of the bowls of soup.
And I will definitely eat it while I'm talking. Soup getting all on my beard.
Yeah.
Don't really care whatsoever.
So I fell in with a little bit of a situation, and just kind of curious how much have you been listening to the goings on the last
24 hours?
If you're asking if you still got a price on your head, no, it was withdrawn. Looks at his watch about 10 hours ago.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that everybody got that message now. So,
Right.
if you want to hang on to that head, I wouldn't show your mug around too much.
True. Yeah. Hey,
Here. This stuff's awful. And he put some Tabasco in your soup. It's much better with this. It got no flavor.
Starts eating that too, and then there's Tabasco in his beard now as well. And I'll say,
other question. What do you know anything about a Underworld 9-3? What do you anything about that? Completely separate topic.
That'll give you free. One, you ain't getting through the front doors dressed like that. That's an upscale place. Cover at the door is going to cost you 50 new yen. And it kind of looks you over. You doing a deal there? That's a higher scale than I normally see you work. And I've given you some work, so I know what you take.
It's aspirational, one day I hope to maybe get through them doors. At completely separate topic, nothing to do with this at all. You ever heard of a Sumiko Hodagaro? Completely separate.
I'll roll for him.
Okay.
Name's familiar. Works for what's that new group? Horizon Media, something like that. New up and coming group.
Yeah.
They do all those SimSense things, better than life chips and all that.
Yep.
It'll rot your brain.
That tracks. Yep.
Oh yeah, here. He beamed some information over to your PAN, your personal network. It's like this guy works at any hour. He'll get you can get something off the rack that'll get you through the club. He won't charge you so much as long as you can bring it back and without too many bullet holes.
Okay. All right. So I think with that's probably all I really want to push with him. So I'll get up, clap him on the shoulder, and I guess you better get back to it. And,
if these prospects fall through, I got a couple of lines I can send your way, but heed what I said. Keep your face off the streets if you can. And not all those gangers are most up to date on information. They may still try to collect on a fee that ain't there anymore.
Well, it's their funeral, I guess, but
ain't that the way of things?
Yeah, you hang in there, Ruben.
And, you know me.
And I will get on the horn for my taxi to show.
All right. So in the meantime, I and the skies are just showing normal traffic around you. You're getting into town late, but not late by city standards. I mean, the town's just waking up for the night shift, basically. You're hovering around midnight. So traffic has definitely gone up. So has foot traffic. A lot of people around. You're, again, right on the line of the haves and have-nots, right? So you're starting to see all the people with the latest fashions, the latest doodads out and about. But nothing is taking a lot of attention on you right now. Your van's getting a few looks. You're a little out of place in this neighborhood, but no one's bothering you.
The
Yep,
people
so you get
that
the
are,
alert. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we'll swing by and pick them up. The people that are lining up for the club, I imagine they're holding a velvet rope.
Yeah, you want to do a drive around?
Yeah, just kind of scope them out, and then we'll go pick up our pal from the soup kitchen.
All right. There's a line around the corner. It's a really ritzy place. Everybody in line is just dressed to the T. I mean, just latest fashion, neon glowing everything. Lots of burly troll bouncers at the door. Although they're quite congenial when the people seem to fit the clientele they're looking for. I mean, yeah, there's a rope that they're letting people in. You notice that there is a back area, which there looks to be some musicians that are loading up their gear back there now for the sets that will be played through the night. Still some security back there. With a 3, your eye in the sky will be able to pick up that there is a security network around the whole place. Extends out about a quarter mile. They find this out by almost tripping it, but your roll was better than theirs, so you're good. But you are alerted that there is a security perimeter and that they do have active surveillance.
All right.
So I just got like a little, like you said, NER contact for like something cheap off the rack that'll get us in the door.
Yeah, you got a contact number. Basically tells you where their business is. Yeah. So like your personal networks, they're just like think of it like Bluetooth information being passed back and forth. So you just got basically a card with someone's address and name and whatnot on it.
If we want to try to go in the front door, we could always pretty ourselves up.
I feel like looking through their surveillance, going in the back door is going to be problematic anyway, so we might as well try to make an easy entrance, I guess. What's Mariah think?
Are you showing her your screens?
We're just talking about like we need to get dressed up to get in there.
Yeah, but have you mentioned what is happening in the back door area?
Oh, no, but she is a musician. So yeah, I'll flip up my from my HUD eye to a screen in the van and be like, this is what the back looks like right now. People loading in instruments and stuff.
Well, I'm all for whatever you guys feel is best, but I think if a band showed up in the back, I don't think they'll do a lot of testing to find out if that band was supposed to be there or not, especially, well, with as photogenic as I am.
This is good idea. The two of us are quite pretty.
We should have gone and got that drum set off of the
We should have,
Dead
yeah.
People's Van hotel.
Well, we've got a van. Nothing's to say that we have to physically be unloading anything. They just got to think that we are, right?
You can just say we're third on the bill. We got time. Sure.
Well, it's a thought. Front door might be easier. I mean, I'm sure if I flashed my name at the front door, they'd let us in. This Sumiko probably left a name there.
I kind of look around at what everybody's wearing, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, you guys just came from essentially a pig farm, so
let's try the back door.
Yeah.
That'll be our band name, Pig Farm.
Uh-huh. Pig farm in the back door.
The backdoor pigs.
Pigs eat people. Oh yes, we're an industrial band. Pigs eat people.
That's it.
Okay.
well, we should get our cover down. She points over at Ivan and says, "With your ego, you're definitely the guitarist.
This is
Techno
correct.
G, I don't know. It's a toss-up. Which of the two of you like to beat on things the most?"
I want to be drummer.
You're the drummer.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm the drummer.
Techno, that means that you're the bassist. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh.
Someone's got to keep the rhythm.
Ouch.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know what the difference between... Oh, no, it's crude. I'm sorry. Bassist you are.
I'll be the keyboardist. The keyboardist.
Right. I believe that
lighting.
one of you guys had like a disguise kit or something like that. Did somebody have a skill? I think that happened on one of our.
I
I don't.
Did
have it.
anyone slide that in as one of their skills? Let's start with that.
I
No.
did not. No.
All right. In which case, it's like, well, look, let's just stuff by a stuffer shack. Let me get just a few things, some hair color, some combs. I can work with what you're all wearing. Pig farmers. Yeah.
Pigsy people. We're called PEP in the lingo. PEP.
All right. Yeah, but so she's totally open if you want to go with what she's suggesting. Otherwise, anything else is good.
I mean, if she can make Ivan pretty, then we're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the opposite I'm shooting for. Band name like Pig Farmers. I'm gonna accessorize a bit more with you.
We can just roll around in the back of the van.
It'll get the smell. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, so you guys stop at just like a stuffer shack, which is basically your 7-Eleven. She picks up some shoe polish in different colors, a couple of bandanas. And I remember the Shadowrun universe we're playing in is the future as seen from the 1980s. Okay, so she's got these colorful bandanas that she wraps around your legs. She rips up your jeans a little bit. She runs some multicolored shoe polish through your hair with some, gets it all spiked up. Right. All right. This will do. All right. Yeah. You guys look like musicians.
Pig farmers on a glitter farm.
All
right.
right.
I pull the van up around back. That's
All right. So like I said, there is a perimeter. Are you going to pull in your eyes in the sky? You're going to leave them up just outside the perimeter?
Yeah, I'll leave them up outside the perimeter because knowing the way that things go with us, we're going to need to know what the outside looks like as we run away.
What is your stat in Chrome?
1 Chrome, which is a HUD drone control eye.
Okay. And how about tech?
Tech is 2, which is flying drones with night vision.
Okay. So 2, you can give your drones 2 commands or 2 if-then statements. Is there anything like, because you're going to have to leave them on their dog brains for a bit. So are you going to give them 2 commands, or you can give them 2 commands?
Yeah, if let's see what I want to say. If a group of people, if an amount of guns enters the space equal to or greater than
Greater than or
guns,
equal to. Yeah.
greater than or equal to the amount of guns we have on us.
All right, sure. So it'll look out for a group of heavily armed people.
Yes.
Okay.
Heavily
What
armed
is
people
second command?
crash into the back of the building.
Crash in under what circumstances? If
to
that
alert me.
okay, well they can send an alert just through your
Or
system.
crash into them.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just alert me at first.
okay.
That'll be the first one. And
Yeah.
the second one is look out for any dragons.
Nice. Okay.
Look at we saw what she looks like, right? So I can basically say with the night vision, I'd be like, if she feed this image in and be like facial rec on this and let me know when she arrives.
That works.
All right. Those are their 2 commands.
Okay. Anything else you want to set up before you drive around back?
Take part of that brick and put it into a, because we're the band.
Yeah. Sure.
Guys, might need to bribe somebody with it. It's good
Okay.
stuff. The family's all
There you go.
organic, certified.
So you roll up around the back. The band that was unloading while you were looking through your video is finishing up. They're getting the last of the speakers in. They drive up and you drive right into the queue. A couple of orcs back here at this point. Now, one of them's got a clipboard. He's got big ass cigar in his mouth. It's lit up. The other guy has got like this huge Slurpee cup laying on the ground. Probably got alcohol in it. Not hard to tell that. You guys load up, or you come right up to the edge of the loading dock. One of the guys comes up with a clipboard. It's like, well, first of all, who's driving again? That's you, Technology. All
Yeah,
right.
that's
So he looks in, looks
Hey.
at you get up, and says, "Which band are you?"
We're
Oh, he steps back a little bit. And why do you smell like pig shit?
pigs eat people. The pig farmers. We're third on the bill today. We've got Mariah with us.
Third billing. He looks down. It's like,
Oh yeah,
all right.
last minute thing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I kind of just throw a thumb back so he kind of peeks in to see Mariah. Like
Oh,
Mariah's
Takes
new thing.
takes a cigar out of his mouth.
Underground.
Like, oh, surprise. Hey, yeah, man, I loved your last album. Of course, Scott. Yeah, come on in. Starts
Cool.
waving everybody back. How much gear you got?
We'll get it. We're gonna check out what's on stage and see what the
Oh,
setup
yeah.
is.
If you
and-
want to use the house system, no problem. You can plug in. Points is like you can park your van over there. It'll be safe. You need to get in and out. Pulls out a pass card, hands it to you, Technology. Just use this. It'll get you in and out of the back door if you need to. Third on the bill. So you've got 3 hours. Make sure you're on stage at least 15 minutes before.
we sure will.
Hands out, folks. Put your hands out for me. Yeah, and he takes this little stamper and stamps all your
okay.
hands.
Yeah.
Like a brick of like oh not that kind of thing. Well, you can take that anyway.
I look at my chrome like hammer Swiss Army hand, and there's a stamp on it now.
Yep.
I'm very upset with the chrome.
I'm gonna have to wash that off later.
I'm gonna get 50 stickers for you, man.
Ooh, there you go.
Treat it like a laptop.
All right, so you park the van, go through the back door. Yeah, so the two back there are nice. The two orcs back here are big fans of Mariah, actually, and they're kind of surprised that she is coming in kind of unannounced. But yeah, one of them holds the door open for you. It's like, go on in.
On the down low, special engagement.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean,
See
hell,
some-
that kind of talent it'd definitely be on here if it weren't. I mean, come on. Yeah, awesome.
Just test
Yeah,
out some
the stamps will
edgier
get you a
stuff.
free drink. Talent gets one free drink. And they just let you in.
Oh,
Okay.
we're talent.
We're yes.
I play drums.
I'm super
Bet you
giddy.
do.
I just want to
Bet
lick
you
his
do.
hand and like get his stamp too. Drinks.
All right, so you go in. The first band hasn't even taken the stage yet, and the loudness is incredible. I mean, the house music that they're playing, it's just reverberating. You can feel it through your feet. It's just so loud. Interestingly, the place doesn't smell like a cesspool of humanity sweating on each other. They have a quite high end air handling systems. You can smell a little bit of herb on the air, a few other drugs floating around. If any of you have any kind of defined any of your tech as being sensors or units that scrub out your blood or anything, they're going to be lighting up saying that there's all kinds of things in the air right now. So you're coming in the back door. There's a long corridor that has several rooms. You're thinking that that's probably where the talent goes. There's two signs already up. The Bloodsuckers and the Kin are playing tonight. Apparently, there is a third one, and it just says talent. So like whoever was booked for number 3 tonight, they were so low on the totem pole they didn't even get a sign.
Oh.
The
Perfect.
best. Yeah.
Yep. And so the corridor just continues forward, and you can see all the dance lights and everything strobing down the corridor. So this probably ends out probably somewhere near the stage, you're figuring.
I'm gonna at least open the talent door and look in and see if there's a fruit basket or M&Ms with all the brown ones taken out.
Nice. There's several like 6-packs of different types of alcohol, stimulants. There are crash packs everywhere. These are the ones that you slap on you just to give you, to keep you up all night. All kinds of pharmaceuticals laying around. And that's your gift bag.
Oh yeah, stuff my pockets.
All right.
I will take this time to draw a pig on the door, just like
All right.
There you go.
Beautiful. Little pig.
I leave a little and I take a little.
There you go.
Oh, fair exchange.
Little diversity in the portfolio.
Gotta leave
come
the
in
family
handy.
card,
Yeah.
Actually, they probably got little chips in them that beam the information to whoever starts smoking it.
Nice.
Comes up on your
Yeah. Yep.
courtesy of Gregory.
Good enough. Yeah, so apparently the third act hasn't shown up yet. You don't know how much time that gives you or not, but
Yeah.
there you go.
So
You have an hour now before the
Yep.
meet.
What's the plan here?
that's what my question was.
Yeah, we're
Mariah's got a meeting. We don't have to. I mean, we can just go blend into the crowd out front, and by blend in, I mean totally stand out like sore thumbs, and then you can just keep saying we're talent. We're talent.
Right.
Right.
Well, are we
Be
gonna?
fair, there's no evidence you know how to play bass. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
talent.
definitely talent. Do everyone else's accent today.
There you go.
She actually did a pretty good job on the disguise roles. So even though you guys are wearing torn up, smelly clothing, it's like torn up in the right ways, and the makeup just accentuates everything. So you don't look too off the mark.
Okay. So I'll ask her, like, where's the meat at inside here?
She said that she would contact me once I was here. I'm assuming that she's got someone checking the security systems, or my face is not exactly unknown.
I set the drones to tell me if she shows up as well. So hopefully, we'll all know we're here at the same time.
I guess what's our end goal here? Like, are we just helping her?
Well, folks, I mean, I appreciate you getting me here safe. The whole reason I'm doing is to find out more about my past and put an end to the violence that's going on. And apparently, Armando never sold me out, so I need to know what's going on with that.
How about we're just, backup in case shit goes south.
I'm good with that.
We'll go have our drinks and we'll mingle, and someone will get in the mosh pit and probably break someone's jaw. But if you need us,
Why don't
we're here.
we could come into the meetup with you?
Well, she didn't say come alone. Might be all right.
Listen, if there's going to be a dragon there, that would be super cool to see.
Would it though?
Never deal with a dragon.
Right. Never
You
make a
shouldn't
deal.
be so happy
Should
about
have
this.
found the book. It's on a bookshelf, right? Like within arm's reach, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Shadowrun #1. Never make a deal with a dragon.
There is no deal. Just curious to see if scales match the drape.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Well, she kind of takes a moment, and her posture completely changes. That gleamed her eye comes back, and she's taken on that rock star persona again. She just kind of sways to the door, throws her hair back, looks at you guys, and says, "Let's meet the public."
All right, let's go mingle.
All right. So as you come out, there are a couple of bouncers back that are in front of the door. It's not actually, it's a doorway, no actual door, but they're scanning people that are coming out. So Mariah is coming through, lifts up her hands, they scan her, and of course those things light up all over the place. And then she just kind of smiles and says, "Mostly chrome. What do you expect?" Let me see if she can talk her way out of this. Yeah. One of the guys actually recognizes her. It's like, "Well, slumming it tonight, huh? Hey." Lets her through. But you guys are next. Is anyone actually packing? I know, Jeff, your character's got
I've got some chrome, yeah.
He's the drummer.
I've got a
Explanation.
leg gun thingy launcher, and I've got like a Swiss Army arm that's got like a hammer and stuff in it.
All right.
I will try to go in at roughly the same time as her, and
Okay.
like right on her heels, but because if they seem to recognize her, be like,
not only am I the drummer, but I just gotta keep an eye on her. Professional courtesy, boys.
She did pretty good, but since you're opening your mouth, let's see if you blow it by doing that.
I am not as dumb as I look. Then that is what.
Yep. So don't tap that yet. If you fail, you can tap that. So it's going to be guile and street or style, either one.
Guile and street. I'll do that.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's 3. Okay.
3. Okay. Are you happy with the 3?
Oh no, I haven't rolled it yet. It's just it's 3 dice. Right. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Well, actually, let me give you the. Here's what you're up against. 3, no problem. Yeah, they're starstruck. So they just kind of wave it. It goes off. You point down at your cyber leg. They're like, whatever. Yeah, go on. Who's next?
I'll go through. I am packing a pistol.
All right.
But when it goes off, I'll just gladly hand it over to him. Like, I forgot I have this. It is just for decorations.
Is this just like a small caliber pistol?
Yeah, whatever we got from session 1 that I stole from that gang.
Yeah, you try to hand it over, and he's like, "What do we want that for? Self-defense, right?"
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Go on. Techno G.
My eye is chrome, and I've got.
But it's not a weapon, though, right?
No weapons. Rigger deck and my eye.
All right, yeah. If you have no weapons, I mean, they scan it off, they note your tech, and they just let you through. No problem.
Keyboard.
Small firearms, no problem. Keep that in mind.
Rocket launcher next time.
All right.
All right, so yeah, it's a heavy dance beat going on. Mariah just instantly enters the crowd and starts dancing, and just immediately there's people dancing with her. Just immediately. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and tail her.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I tell you what. Give me a flair and a style check.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if you can keep up with her.
That's a 1.
All right. Are you happy with that?
Oh well, no, I haven't rolled it yet. I just get
you have
1.
Okay.
I only have 1 in style and nothing in flair.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a 2. I'll take that.
You're gonna take it too? Yeah. You're no actual rock star, but you've got some moves. You head onto the dance floor. You're able to keep her in sight. She is in performer mode, like she's pointing and beckoning to people to join, and she's drawing a crowd. She's making her presence known. You are able to keep up though, so you are in the periphery. How about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna head for the bar.
Yeah.
Grab a drink, and then move towards a midpoint between. So I don't know which. If I was a dragon, I like just come in the back door. But if I was a dragon, I might also just come in the front door in like full posse, blowing out everything.
All right. So you're scoping the crowd, seeing what's going on. So like the bar, it's not just, serve your drink and that's it. It's full entertainment. So like there's people lined up. The guys are sliding down shots, and the mixologist is apparently a mage. He kind of points his finger and lights all the shots down the table. And people just throw their chips are being just auto plumped. So if you get in line, you can just grab one of those shots. You're being you can see the ticking going off on your cred chips as this happens.
We got paid, kinda.
All right, so I'm gonna have you check to see how well you're doing at scoping the scene. So give me a focus and a street roll.
Focus 2 plus 1 street, so plus 3 is 3.
Yeah, we're gonna hang on to that.
3 in a row today. Where roll 20 is like we're just gonna even things out from the week.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So Jeff, what is your character doing?
I want to kind of try to mingle, and I want to try to kind of see if I can get people. I want to ask questions about Horizon Media and Sumiko and stuff, but I want to do it sneakily. Like I'm a drummer, and I want to be
okay.
Yeah, I hope maybe I can get on the label.
and I just want to see what I can glean about
Okay.
her intentions.
All right. So if you want to look smooth while you're doing it, it would be guile and style. If you want to do it as in, reading the scene, reading the people, it would be guile and street.
Guile and Street, I think,
All
is
right.
better for me. Okay. 3.
Hey, not bad. All right. Yeah. For the most part, everyone is like, yeah, you're the drummer, huh? Third set. We'll look out for you. And so you're making some contacts, talking to some people. You drop the Horizon name. Let me roll for that for you. See what people know. Just do it straight up. All right. So the first few people that you talk to, they know the name, up and coming media company. Right now, they're really big into SimSense, virtual. They hire a lot of top end actors and actresses that are between shows to film and put into these virtual reality sims. That's like the word on the street. You already knew that, but that's what the only thing you're coming up with right now.
Fair enough.
So you guys are all in position. Ivan actually is he's looking good on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yep. You're able to keep her in sight. Let me roll. Techno G is the one who's doing Overwatch here.
Mm-hmm.
5. Okay. You don't see anything. You do see people on the dance floor that are obviously bodyguards. Like you can see that they're here with somebody's daughter, probably just keeping an eye on them. These are definitely like for hire guys, thugs, etc. But you're able to kind of see who they're tracking. None of these people seem to be too interested in Mariah other than just, checking her out on the dance floor. This is split level, just like in the graphic right there. So there is an overhang with lots of people looking down. There's all the tables are on the top floor. The bottom's the dance floor and bar. Okay. So from the position that you're at, you can't really see what's going on up there other than the people that are leaning over and looking, of course, you can see.
Well, that
But
would be
otherwise,
a good place to do Overwatch, I think.
Mm.
If I can get a drink and head up there.
yeah, sure. You get a drink and you start heading up the stairs, and apparently this is the high roller area. This is where you got to pay your cover to get up there. 100 new yen.
Talent.
Yep. Even the talent's got to pay to get up here. This is
Just trying to do some promo video for Pigs Eat People. It's Mariah's new edgier thing that we got going on. You can see her. She's right there on the dance floor.
Yeah. Guile and Street. Talk your way through.
All right. 1 guile and 1 street gives me +2. So, 5.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. One of the aspects we can tap on this scene is that you've got a brick of grade A drugs. So if you want to, and since you guys found it as part of your band, I'll give you 1 free tap on it. So you don't have to spend a fate chip. You can just tap it. So you can either use this as a reroll by offering it to the guy, or you can just do a +2. So that would give you a 2.
I will give it to him for a reroll.
All right, go for it.
+2.
No. It's
Like
like,
it?
that's some good stuff. I appreciate it. I still need that 100 new yen.
Well, do
It's
I have
dirty.
100 million?
Yeah. You guys already got some payment, so 100 is, it's a fair amount of money, but you can do it.
I don't know that it's worth it. I suppose with the drones outside and everything, I'll just go find a central spot that down below that
Okay.
gives me.
Or you can stand on the stairwell. A lot of other people are that can't afford the fee, but it's still a slightly elevated position.
Sure.
Bouncer doesn't seem to mind that. Okay. You got a slightly better position on the floor, so I'm going to up that observation roll from a 3 to a 4 for anything that happens on the floor. All right. All right. Meanwhile, man, I'm sorry, Jeff. Your character's name is eluding
Gantu.
Gantu. All right,
Yeah.
there he is, Gantu. Gantu, you continue to mix it up on the floor, ask around. this time you do get a tidbit of information. Apparently there's a bigwig exec from New Horizon here tonight up in the expensive seats. The dancer points up.
The same place that Techno G was just trying to get into.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. I will.
Well, I'm gonna go.
This is an
introduce
Amazon of a woman.
myself.
She's like 6'5" to your 5 whatever. You know, and she's kind of dancing around.
I like a big woman, so it's okay.
I look up to all of them. I will go and see if I can get in then. Actually.
All right. Well, yeah, you run into Tech G. There's just the one stair.
And I will tell him.
Got a big wig upstairs. Gonna go schmooze her.
And
Gonna be 100 new yens, you know.
I've got so much money in my account that I still haven't shared with y'all.
That's right.
It's all good though. You can trust me. It's fine.
Well, they'll pay for me too.
I'll take it. I'll take it out of Ivan's cut.
Sold out. Sold out so
get out of
fast.
Max's cut, and we're not giving it. To
Oh
him.
yeah, he's not
Don't
getting a
even-
cut
I
anymore.
don't even have a cut anymore. Yeah. All right.
Sure. So pay the man 200. So I'll
So-
go up with you.
yeah, I will go ahead and do that.
All right, yeah. You guys have the little alerts come across your system saying 100 each. 200 has been deducted from your account, Gantu, and yeah, he lets you on up.
And
So
we-
up top, there's apparently some interesting technology going on that immediately, once you cross that stairway, all the sound just dampens. It all just comes down several decibels. There's lots of tables here, some in shadow, some well lit. People are eating, people are just discussing. And it doesn't take too much for you guys to notice that in one of the back tables, it's got screens around them that all have like very good view of the dance floor on the screens. They've got sake on the table, some food on the table, a little spitting platter. It's a beautiful red-haired woman that you saw on the intercom. She's dressed in a silk kimono, black and silver lining. She's got these large like chopsticks in her hair, but they're obviously like they're weapons. there's no concealing that. She's got 4 guys around her. Each of the 4 guys have katanas strapped to their backs. They're obviously also wearing armored designer clothing.
Shit.
I just hit a button to let Ivan and Mariah know that she's here. Like beep 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 upstairs.
Yeah,
Is there anywhere up here that Techno G and I could?
there's plenty of
land or
tables that
sit-
you can.
Yeah, we'll find a table that we have vision of her at least.
Okay, sounds good. It seems right around this time, Sumiko sees her, Mariah, on the dance floor as she looks up at one of the monitors. She points to one of the henchmen, makes just a signal with her finger. He bows, he gets up, and he goes to the stairwell.
Incoming.
Okay.
You watch him come down. He enters the dance floor. He's actually, once he hits the dance floor, he actually breaks into some dance moves. He's really smooth. He's weaving in and out of the crowd almost like in a martial arts kind of flick way, but he's making it look like dance moves the whole time. Very slick. And he ends up like right back to back with Mariah. Ivan, you're just across from this seeing it. And you see him kind of lean over, whisper something into her ear. And she kind of does this little bump and grind against his back, and he kind of reciprocates. And then he walks off the dance floor, and she's following. As she leaves, she will catch your eye, Ivan. And just gives like just a really small nod.
I'll follow. I'll follow
Okay.
a little ways back.
Okay. They head back up the stairs. You're gonna have the same problem getting through if you want to get through.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you guys see the Street Sam come up with Mariah and Toll, and they go back to the corner with Sumiko. Okay, so Mariah will. You guys aren't really trying to hide yourself, so Mariah sees you at a table, and again, just a very slight nod to let you know that she sees you. She sits down at the table. As she does so, Sumika pushes a button on the table, and you guys see kind of like the vision to the table just suddenly wavers like gasoline in the air, and then there's little pops of electricity. So technology, you would be familiar with this. A screen was just put up so that people can't overhear what they're saying. It also fouls up any kind of listening devices that are technological. So Ivan, you're stopped at the stairway. Do you want to go up?
I'll pay to go up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You're sent on up. Again, you can see the table with Sumiko and her gang, and you can see your guys. Everything seems to be pretty civil right now. But now that you're up here, why don't you give me a roll? I used what the other guys had rolled previously, but now we need yours. Give me a focus and street.
All right. Focus and street. That's going to be a 3 for me. And then my roll comes up to a 5.
Nice. So everything looks pretty kosher until your eyes fall on a guy that's in one of the almost directly opposite on the same side of the wall as Sumiko and Mariah. Really well-dressed guy. He's got this silvered hair up in almost like a pompadour, silver and black styling again. And this guy is full of magic. This guy is an adept, certainly. He has got things on him that are going to enhance his magic. So like all your little spidey senses go off that this is a heavily armed dude, even though he doesn't seem like it. And he seems to be watching what's going on.
The asshole with the silver fin for a head. He is quite...
doesn't seem to notice you.
He is quite one we should definitely intercept. Let's go say hi.
Yeah. Gantu, you were looking for a record executive. He sure looks like a record executive.
Okay. I got this, boys.
We got your back. We got your back.
Yeah, we will all go say hi together.
Okay. I'll go to him.
Hey, excuse me. Not sure. I just want to introduce ourselves. We are
He holds up a
Eat
finger.
People.
Like before you can even get much of that out of your mouth, he holds up a finger and looks.
I'll put up 2, and I'll be Pigs Eat People. We're an industrial metal band. I am a drummer,
And then I'll rap a tap on the table just a little bit to show.
I don't want to
exquisite
see
talent.
tonight, fellas. Why don't you have some drinks at the bar on me and go away?
On you. Well, that's interesting. Could we get you something too?
I'm fine. Please leave.
I just feel like we should reciprocate the kindness that you're showing us. We're just new on the scene here. We didn't want to interrupt anything. We're very apologetic here.
So, other than trying to annoy him, what are you trying to get out of this?
I just kind of want to see if this is he focusing on Mariah, or is
he's almost paying no attention to you. He is razor focused on what's going on at that table across the room.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, I've been wondering if I can get in to see that Horizon exec that you're looking at over there. Man, I'll tell you, she is. I hear this company is just going right up, and we want to, just grab them coattails and go with it. Are you part of the company?
All right, Gantu. He's going to cast a spell.
Oh no!
I am not a good front person.
Why we sent you?
Give me an intellect and a magic roll.
That's funny. That's funny, Bert. Intellect and magic. Well, that's a 0. I don't got anything in either of those.
All right. So this is versus a 5. Do you want to tap anything or do anything, or do you just want to let this happen?
I guess I could tap. I'm not as dumb as I look. I know that he's about to cast or something like that. Is there something I could do to? I don't know. All
right. So what's going to happen here is this is going to end up being non-lethal damage. Right now, it's 5 points. Everybody gets. It's based on if you look at your stress.
Yeah.
Everybody has 6. So you could actually take this and still be up and moving, although pretty worn. Or you can try and mitigate that by spending some chips, tapping some aspects, and reducing that 5 to something more manageable.
I'll do that. Yeah.
All right. So not as dumb as you look. You want to tap that.
Okay.
Okay, you can take that as a raw +2, or you can re-roll.
Okay, so, well, actually, let me. So when we go to roll, do we just if I didn't have any stats and anything, do I still just hit the roll
Yeah.
this macro? Okay, I don't think I ever actually rolled. So technically, it was a -1, which is even worse.
Okay,
And
there you go. So he's got 6 over you.
All right,
so
so I
do you
will go
wanna
ahead and tap. Yeah,
Yeah. So do you want to do it as a re-roll or just as a +2?
probably just a +2 because I don't
Okay.
have any dice to roll.
Well, that would still reduce the stress coming in at a 4.
Okay.
Okay, so basically he just throws a mana bolt at you, which basically fries your synapse. It scrambles your mind, but there's no physical like damage done. Typically, this is used to knock someone out. So you're going to take 4 points of stress on your boxes. And that moment, I mean, you basically just start drooling, your eyes blinking, and so he
You don't
started the
notice.
action. So now I tell who goes next. So I'm going to say, Ivan, you're next. What do you want to do? So he just cast it at your friend by staring at him. No words of magic, no moving his fingers, just stared at him and cast a spell.
I learned a brand new spell that I'm going to cast at him.
Oh, boy.
And the name of this spell is called Bullet, as I pull my gun out and shoot him.
Oh, wow. You're going to go for that. Okay. All right. Sounds good. It sounds like you're doing it very fast. So it's probably haste.
Haste.
And it's going to be whatever you have in tech, unless the gun happens to be a cybernetic thing.
Nope.
Man, I wish I brought a gun.
You always bring gun to magic fight.
Can
It
use my
is
leg.
ultimate form of magic missile.
Just knock you over.
It's
pick
only a
up your-
1.
Okay. All right. Well, he is not dodging in the least bit. He's doing
Of course
something
not.
else.
He's got magic shit.
Sorry, I
Um,
jacked in your mind.
he catches the bullet
Fuck.
like that far from his eye.
All right,
He looks at
Neo,
it.
this is not impressive.
See, I told you he's the guy we want to talk to.
Ivan, who's next?
Oh, Techno G's next.
All right.
Oh,
So Techno G, your dwarven friend is a drooling idiot. Ivan just pulled out a gun and shot.
I would like to apologize for my I had a little too much to drink tonight.
That is the
As you
best
can see.
course of action.
I didn't even realize you did something to Gantu because he was just standing there drooling, and I wasn't sure if he
Nice.
was processing information or what was
Alright.
going on. And I didn't even know Ivan had a gun.
That sounds like flair. Like you're really hamming it up. So
Sure.
give me flair and street or style. You can do style if that's any better.
No, it's not. Flare and Street. Flare
Yeah.
and Street gives me a 2. That's total for 3 on the roll.
Okay. So something you can do in Fate is if you don't want to resist what's being done, you can capitulate, and he does. So he's like, he drops the bullet on the table and says, "My offer for a free drink is still there. Please take your drinks and leave."
Excellent. I'm going to drink theirs, and I just start pushing them out of the way. Come on, guys. That's not the record.
All right, now, so
we
we're
thought
not
it
we're
was.
not technically over. That was just the result of your action. So the only
Sure.
person left is Gantu. So it's Gantu's turn.
Did any of the samurai guards around the actual Horizon
Well,
Media exec
A gun was
When
react to a
Ivan's-
gunfire going
When Ivan's gun went off, but no bodies seemed to manifest. Everyone just went back to drinking. But you just, you had that moment where everyone stops and looks, and then everything goes back to normal.
Okay. I with my jaw a little dislodged and hanging down, I will have a good night, and I will go ahead and move with Technology at this point.
not the record exec we were looking for.
I was just trying to have a conversation with him. I don't know. I wasn't being aggressive at all.
Ivan, what did he do?
He cast spell against Gantu that made Gantu more Gantu than Gantu usually is Gantu.
Oh, yes.
One.
But he didn't
Okay.
move. He cast a spell
No.
like blinking.
Yes, it is quite terrifying, and I peed a little.
I actually thought I was having a stroke, so that eases my mind a bit.
It is happy ending for what it could have been.
Good news is we're racking up free drinks everywhere we go.
I know. Is there a drink here that restores stress points?
All right, so to restore your stress points, you basically just need to make it through the scene, and then you'll be fine next scene. Unfortunately, action's about to start. So.
God.
I figured.
All right, so the guys at the corner, after hearing the gunshot, but nothing really happening, like everything seems to still be copacetic, and you guys go, and all the liquor that's on the menu up here is at least 100 new yen. There's nothing lower.
Oh, good thing he's buying.
Can we just take like a gift certificate or something from him, like a gift card? I just like the money, actually. So much natty light I can get with this.
But so Sumiko stands up, and so does Mariah and the guards. They kind of flank them as they get up to leave. And as they're doing this, you guys, since you're paying attention, Mariah's left behind on the table her communicator, her personal digital assistant, whatever you want to call it. She's left it on the table.
This is breadcrumbs, like in Forest. We listen.
She left it there like she kind of hit it, or did it?
Yeah, she's got like
stealthily?
a crumpled napkin over the top of it, so it's not immediately obvious, but she's left it there, and she's getting up and she's leaving with these people.
Gonna go stumble over and drink their sake when they leave and pick that up.
Right? Yeah, you pick up the napkin, and on the screen is "Help me."
Oh, fuck.
Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Ration everything.
So they're heading down the stairs. I mean, no one's got any weapons drawn or anything, but they're definitely, the guys are flanking the two women in the middle. Mariah's first with Sumiko behind her, and then the guys are around as they go down the stairs.
Somebody give me a gun.
I'll hand you a gun. And then I would like to use my magic, the telekinetic bits, to see if I can like trip one of the gun dudes.
Oh, on the stairs? Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good. It's definitely going to be magic and either focus or flare, because that is kind of a
I'm going to go with
an attention-getting thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go. That's going to be, I got 2 points in magic, 1 in focus. It's only a 2.
Okay, it's good enough. It's a success.
Right.
There's nothing against it. So your magic works. His left foot just kind of freezes just for a second, but it's enough to trip him up. Let's see, though. He is fairly agile.
Uh-oh.
He recovers, but he has to leap down a couple of steps, and it does kind of. Everybody becomes very wary when he does that. So like when he trips and he has to leap down a couple of steps, everyone else, like, they put their hands on the back of the sword, but no one's drawn anything, but they're hyper alert. So who's next, Chuck?
Gantu.
Oh shit. Okay. What did the guy who hurt me do? Is he following?
No, he's just watching what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, actually, when Ivan cast a spell, he did kind of look up at Ivan for just a moment, and then just goes back to watching.
Okay.
Another dragon.
We're friends now. We go to campouts and make deals together.
We're in the middle of a dragon turf war. Holy shit.
I really don't want to do anything too crazy. Is there like a balcony area where I can just kind of keep an eye on them
Yes.
going down the stairs?
Yep.
I'm just going to move over there with a drink in my hand. I'm going I want to do this as Jeff, but I probably shouldn't. But I want to hold the drink up as I'm walking over towards it and like just look at the guy and just be like, thumbs up and just go over to the railing. Like, just smiling. And I just want to sit there so I can keep an eye on as they go down the stairs. That's it.
All right,
Nothing
sounds good.
aggressive.
Who's next? Remember, if you let the enemies go last, they go first in the next round, so they get 2 actions. So
Can
keep that in mind.
we have the drool guy? Can he go next? Is he part of this?
Which guy? Sorry.
The guy who made me drool.
The wizard.
The silver dragon.
Oh no. He's yeah. If you want to say enemies go next, sure. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna have him go next.
So he pays his tab.
Oh.
All right. Meanwhile, downstairs, after the guy's recovered from his footing and they're just looking around again, making sure that it wasn't an attack, they continue on a little faster. They're heading for the back door, the back exit down through that hallway that you guys came from. So Techno G is the last person in the initiative. He is sending signals to his eyes
The
in
drones.
the sky.
Yeah. When they exit, I want the drones to crash the scene. They might get taken out by surveillance or something, but we need a distraction that can get us down there, and then I'm going to move after them down the stairs.
So frame it in the way of, are they making an attack? Are they setting up something like you're saying, a distraction? Are they setting something up for you to tap? Or are they creating a problem that the group is going to have to overcome? By group, I mean the group of the Street Sams and...
I want it to be a distraction, so something I can tap when we get out there.
So I believe your eyes in the sky have weapons, right?
They do not. They
do
have
not.
Night vision.
Okay, so they'll just swarm around and make a distraction then.
Right. I figure like breaking that surveillance barrier.
Sure.
Maybe randomly dive bombing.
Yeah. And it will certainly alert the club, whatever defenses they have to that location too. So that'll all help out. Awesome. So you were the last in the list, meaning you go first. This new round. And so during the time that's all elapsed, they have gotten out the back door. Your drones fly in, and your drones are telling you, yes, we've reached a security cordon. There are alarms going off. Apparently, the local Lone Star have been alerted that there is something going on. So those are the things that you know are happening right now.
All right.
And then, yeah. So what else do you want to do?
Make my way down to that corridor.
Okay, so you go down the stairs, go through the club, going down the corridor. Okay, are you doing this like, are you running and not caring that you're pushing people out of the way? Or are you trying to do this without drawing attention? I'm going to say that the stairs are 1 zone, the dance floor is 2 zone, corridor is 3 zones. So you have 3 zones that you have to get through. You can go 1 zone for free. If you're just pushing it and all out running, you can go 2 zones.
No, I don't want to be overt, but I want to be quick. So I'm not going to just run through and push people out of the way.
So you are moving fast, and you're trying not to hit anyone.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. So give me a haste roll with style, actually.
A whole bunch of zeros there.
Oh, wow.
And I got a 0.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to tap? So you're trying to move through a crowd quickly without drawing a lot of attention. So if there's any kind of asset that you have that would make that doable. Actually, you know what? Free invocation. You made a scene with your eye in the skies. There are alarms going off. People are stopping to find out what's going on. So I'll give you that. So you can take it as a +2 or a reroll.
I'll take the +2.
Okay. Perfect. That is a success. You make it through, so you will move 2 zones. You're down through the stairs, and you're through the dance floor. So you made it 2 of the 3 zones. Okay.
All right.
Who's next?
Who's furthest behind? Chuck? Ivan? Are you furthest behind?
Possibly.
Ivan never moved from the bar, so yeah, he would be the furthest one behind.
All right, Ivan, you're up.
Okay, I want to start moving down the stairs. But as I'm moving down the stairs, I want to get kind of I want to look towards the front door of this club, the front entrance. Mm-hmm. And I want to light something on fire over there with my magic. And I want to yell, "There is fire! Everyone out the back door!"
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you're adding a scene of confusion.
Yeah.
Well, let's just make sure the magic goes off. So go ahead and give me a roll. Focus magic.
Focus magic. That is 3 for me.
That's a success.
I'm sorry. That was 3 my dice I had. It's 5 for my total roll.
Wow. All right. So you have complete control over it. How big of a flame are you making, and how much do you want it to spread? You can control the spread.
I don't want it to spread because I don't want to hurt people that don't need to be hurt. But I do want to make it large enough to scare people into running away from it.
Okay.
So yeah,
you've successfully set that up.
Okay.
Who goes next?
Yeah, I'm gonna call enemies. That way they don't get back-to-back turns.
The guy in the silver and black lights. He pays his bill, lights a cigarette, looks right at you, and when you're yelling fire, just gives you a little nod, like.
Listen, if you need, good mage later on do you hire, just call me. I am Ivan, the only Ivan. I killed the rest.
Okay, the rest of the guys in the back, they are going to. That's not my roll. Sorry, I hit a button too fast. They are going to try and get rid of your drones that are keeping them from moving anywhere. So they're trying to get over this complication that you set by shooting them out of the air. All right, so your drones are acting at a 3 because that's what we had set up before going in. They have a 5. Unfortunately, you cannot tap anything for your drones, so they handily they shoot down all your drones.
Sure.
But they have to take an action to do that, so they're not moving while they're doing that. All right, that's their action. So that's all up to you. Gantu.
I'll go ahead and follow where they were taking her.
All right. Are you doing this quickly or just?
I get 2 turns in a row, so I think I'm going to do this without.
Oh yeah, you get out. You get outside then. Yeah. So they have just shot down Techno-G's drones, and a black limousine is just screeching into the back. The doors are open. A couple more of these guys that have the swords on their back hop out of the back, and they're trying to usher everybody into the limo. Of course, it's not their turn yet, so they can't get to it, but that's the scene.
Do I have time to, whisper that? Or,
of course, that's free.
That?
Yeah, okay. That's free.
All right, so I will. Since the drones are gone, I'll communicate what I just saw.
Okay. Since you had 2 actions back-to-back, you can still act. So you make it there and you can act. Anything you want to do?
Oh, jeez. I'm ridiculously outnumbered. There's oh, man, I don't know if there's much I can do.
Well,
I'm literally dead. I feel like. So they're not. Are they in? They're not in the limousine yet.
No. The limo's just pulled up. Back doors have opened. 2 more guys step out, but that's it. Everyone else is still there. Haven't been able to move yet.
Is there what else is around? Are there other are there other people? Or did the people run out this way?
Your van's still there. Okay. The van of the band that was unloading before you was still there.
Okay.
There's the 2 orcs that were doing duty at the back door. They're actually pulling guns and drawing down on the group with Mariah because alarms are going off. These guys just stepped out, so they're walking towards them with their guns out, looking like they're questioning what's going on.
I'm gonna go get in our van and get that ready to either A, T-bone them, or B, as a follow when the rest of the party comes out.
Yeah, sounds good. Who's next?
I guess I'll go. Ivan's still the furthest back, I guess, because is that right?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Ivan's still the furthest back.
I hung back to cast.
All right, so Ivan then.
All right.
I'll just use all of my turn to just balls to the wall, try and make it out the back door.
Okay. If you're just pushing through people to get out there as fast as you can, what I'm going to have you do is do a force roll.
Okay.
Force and style, probably.
Okay.
And if all you have to do is succeed, just get a 1, and you can
got a 1.
You can go. Yeah, there you go. So you're
close.
So yeah, you're out back. You're coming just as those orcs are approaching the group, asking them, "Hey, hold on, what's going on?" And when you come out, unfortunately, since you pushed, you can't do any other actions.
Right.
Movement was your full action. So who's next?
I'm gonna go with enemies. Still don't want them to get back-to-back turns.
Okay. Two of the armed guards just peel off, and they go and slice and dice the two orcs.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So first one.
Holy crap!
God damn. God damn.
Second one.
I'm going to drive back to the soup kitchen and play down. That's my next action.
That is a great idea.
Like, we're good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Both the orcs are just cut down. It's just a flurry of blows. They're just cut down, gore everywhere. And the rest of the group just gets into the limousine. So they haven't pulled off yet, but they've gotten into the limo. You can no longer see the guy in the black and silver, so you have no idea what he's doing. Gantu, you're next.
Me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're
I
right.
think it's
You're the last. Yep.
technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
I'm like rubbing my eye, like, because the last thing it saw was a bullet hitting it.
Yeah.
Freaks me out
Multiple
every time.
bullets.
Freaks me out every time. I come walking out and I'm like, they just got in the van.
They just got, well, no, it's a limo. They just got in a limo. Although you probably saw Gantu. You came out just to see Gantu get into the van, start it up.
I see two courses of action. Both are absolutely idiotic.
Yeah, I know. Choices.
I'm gonna do a last action hero leap onto the hood of the limo.
Oh.
Okay. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to create an obstacle, like so the
Yeah.
guy can't see?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like you're acting quickly, so probably that's either going to be haste or force because you're hanging on.
Oh god,
Got a whole bunch of zeros there. Yeah.
you're gonna slide right off.
Right. And unfortunately, this is style unless you've got some kind of chrome that makes you able to stick to a car better.
I sure do. It's called zero.
All right.
Come on, roll 20. You treat
All right. So when you're interacting with something that, okay, so
Ooh.
it's not as bad as it seems. When you're interacting with something that's not resisting, you just need a 1.
Nope. Well, no,
So-
I got a negative
Yeah.
1.
So is there anything you want to tap that would make that a positive 1 just by giving it a +2? If you don't have any defined aspects yet, you can define one.
No, all my aspects are defined. Tech can achieve anything, does not always play well with others, and organic solutions are his last resort.
Wow. Any of those 3 would work. The last one particularly seems, it's like, well, I'll just throw my body on this. That's organic.
Right. I went to leap, and it looked like I was gonna fly over it, but I tripped because I'm not, I'm a I'm a rigger,
Mhm.
not last action hero. And so I flop onto it, and organically, I just kind of grab onto the windshield wipers.
Okay. So if you take it as a plus, you're going to drop a fate point. So that comes off one of the 3 that you started the game with.
I am down to 0.
All right. If you spend it as a +2, that'll give you a net 1, which is not very difficult for them to overcome, but it does succeed. Or you can re-roll. The average is 0, by the way. If all you're doing is rolling 4 fudge dice, the average is 0.
I've literally seen that today.
Yep.
It's like every roll I've had. I'll just go with the +2, so to take the 1.
So okay, so you've set up something they've got to overcome with a
Yeah,
1, but you're holding on to the window. All right, who's next? Actually, you go again. Yeah, you're the last, so you go again. You're
Stuck up on the window. I'm like,
right. So the window is smoky black, but since your face is right on it, you can see in. The driver's jacked into the limo. There's no steering wheel, so there's a rigger in the vehicle jacked in.
can I try to take over?
Well, you tell me how. You've got to interface with the vehicle somehow.
Is there a diagnostic port anywhere on the front where I happen to be laying near the
Tell you
window?
what, if you want to spend your action finding it, give me a focused tech roll.
Okay.
If you succeed, you'll find it. If you succeed with spin, in other words, you get a 3 instead of just a 1. you can interact with it this round as well.
It's a 2 focus and a 2 tech, and this is literally my forte. And I got a 5.
There you go. You find the port just under the windshield wiper. Slap your finger down in there. Yep. Tap in. Okay, so I'll allow, since you did get it with spin, I'll allow you another action. You're going to try and take over the car?
Yeah.
All right. It's intellect and tech.
Intellect and tech. All right. That's going to give me a +3 to the die roll, which gives me a 3.
Okay. That's what the driver will have to overcome when he gets an action. So who's next?
Gantu's in the van. Ivan is
nowhere to be seen.
I made it out, didn't I?
Actually, no, yeah. You see him in the doorway. Yeah, he's there.
I leapt past him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gantu, so he can get the van to kind of hopefully do something.
All right, Gantu, what are you doing? They piled into the back of the limo. The limo never stopped, so the engine's still revved. What are you doing?
I would like to try to double park them so they can't get out. I would like to just drive the van in such a way that I block them from being able to get out.
You can do that for free. You just drive in front of them so that, situate your van so that there's no way they can get around you.
That's exactly the plan.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? I would consider that movement.
God. I mean, and we still don't see pompous-haired guy.
No sign of him.
And I do see Techno G still on the hood. Okay.
Now, drawing a cable out.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take a shot maybe at the tires of the limo?
Yeah, sure. You have a gun other than the one in your limb?
I took one at some point when we were looting stuff.
Sure.
I have it written down.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Sure. Give me a focus and tech roll.
All right. That's not good for me. All right. 1.
Succeeds. You hit the tire. Unfortunately, they have armored tires. This is a limousine that is built for combat.
Okay.
So you can. What I'm saying is a 1 would normally be a success, but since it has armor, you have to get through the armor. If you have anything to tap to make that better, you can.
I still have one aspect I haven't done, and I feel like I should do something with my leg gun, or at least something with shooting.
The leg gun wouldn't work because you said you just used a gun.
No, I know, but I mean it's something with shooting.
Sure.
I can't think of anything good though. That would make sense here because this isn't really my forte, using the gun. So I have good at smashing things. This doesn't apply. Not as dumb as I look.
You can say something like great aim, which would not necessarily work for just guns, and like something you threw would work as well.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Extra marksmanship training.
Yeah.
Because of the leg.
Well, I'll let you define it more clearly later, but do define it because this will roll over into the next character build. So you can either take the +2, which by itself would be enough to beat the armor, or you could reroll.
I would do a +2.
Okay. 1 flat tire.
All right.
Who's next?
I mean, I feel like we've been doing the whole don't let the enemies have 2 turns in a row, so I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to let the enemies go.
All right. First things first, the driver is going to try and regain his system in the car. Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah. He rips through your quick programming, regains control of the car, but it did take his action to do that.
Right.
Everybody else is in, and they're leaving 2 of the Street Sammies outside. Everyone else has just shut the doors. So no other actions from inside the car. On the outside, there's 2 Street Samurais that just finished off the orc. They look around. They see Techno G on the windshield. They see this van that's just parked in the way of the car. And Ivan, you're standing at the door. The van's got to go for their boss to get through. So they... lighting up the van's not going to do any good, so they got to get a hold of the driver. So they come around the driver's side. One of them is just going to take his katana and shove it through the door, trying to impale you. The other one's coming around to the driver's side and just going to shoot into the cab. So the first one, you're going to get some armor from that door, of course, but he's really good at this.
Oh boy.
All right, 4. So minus
Wow.
2. So he's going to end up with a 4. So how do you get it out of the way of the blade? You can like just quickly move yourself out of the way. Anything else you can think of? Go
Can
for
I
it.
use my leg gun to like get that extra burst to fire into the back of like using like a fire
rocket
extinguisher,
jump
just-
into the back.
Just the
Yeah.
Yeah.
rocket jump into the back of the van.
Sure. That sounds like you're doing something very quickly though. So haste and chrome,
Okay.
or I would even give it guile because that's smart thinking.
Okay. I'll take guile. Yeah. That's okay. Two.
2. Okay, so that means you would take 2 points of stress. Can you take 2 points of stress?
No.
Okay, so here's where those other things come in peril and doomed. If you take in peril, you can remove 4, I think it's 4. We'll say it's 4 for now. I don't want to look it up. 4 points of stress, including the 2 that you've just come up with. It just wipes it off the chart. If you do doomed, it will remove 6 points of stress. The problem with doomed is that you can die in the scene. If you choose the aspect doomed, it wipes out, it gives you all 6 stress back, but hereafter, if it fills up that stress box, you're dead. In
So if I-
peril means you will live through it, but you will be gravely injured.
Okay. All right. And if I use imperiled, I was gonna do imperiled. Yeah, I'll do imperiled.
Okay, so if using imperiled, you just took 2 more stress boxes, so how much would that have put you at total?
That would have put me at 6.
Okay, so that will remove 4, so you'll end up with just 2 points of stress
Got it.
instead of fulled up. Okay, so you have to say how are you bodily injured? How did that injure you?
Since he was stabbing me through the door, that's what we're going at, and he was going, and I'm on driver's side, so I'm gonna say he got my left arm as I was shooting back.
Okay, sure. So you got
Yeah.
a wounded left arm. That is something I can tag if I need to later on.
Sure.
Since you moved from the front to the back, the second guy shot up the cab. You're no longer there, so you're free of that. But he does just blow the window out, shoots up everything up in the van. You're pretty sure this van isn't going to be moving anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the enemy's turn. So Ivan,
Well, I want to get over there so I can get line of sight on these 2 samurai that just
sure.
tore up the van. And then I just want to, I want to try and use my fire magic to, try and heat metal on their weapons.
Okay. You're doing 2 targets at the same time, so you
Well,
need.
what I was thinking is I'll do, because I'm the last to go, so I'll have 2 turns back to
You
back.
want to do it one on. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll focus on one at a time then.
I'll do
All right.
the machine gun guy first.
Focus and magic.
Yep. That's a 4 for
Wow.
me.
Okay, nice. He has no magic resistance, so you do what you were trying to do. So his gun melts, he drops the gun.
Okay.
All right. What other? You want to do the same thing to the other guy on your second action?
Yep. Yes, I do.
All right. Roll again. In this case, it's a blade he has in his hand.
Okay.
Actually, with a 4, that's actually 3 better than you need. I can, if you want, you get something extra from that. So, like, you can have melted all of the guy's weapons, everything visible, the sword and the gun, if you want.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll ice their weapons on round 1.
Yep. Or if there is another benefit you want from that, just
No,
say it.
I'm good with that. My main goal was to disable their weapons. So if I can take their weapons out on round 1, and then my second turn, God, I was going to use both my turns on that. God, I guess I'll just put some fire damage on the guy that's right there next to the van.
Okay, go for it. Same thing. Focus magic.
It's 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to chip anything to make that more?
I did fill in one of my aspects at the start of this session, and it's when in doubt, start a fire.
I like it. You can do that as a +2 or a reroll.
I'm just going to do +2 on that, so it'll be a 3.
So 3 points of damage. He does have armor, but that doesn't protect him against fire. He doesn't have that upgrade, so it'll do 3 stress damage to him,
All right.
which doesn't take him out, but it does do some damage. All right, so who's next?
I'm going to go with Gantu because I'm concerned about him.
Yeah, too. Okay. So, I'm gonna. Oh God. I guess I should leave the van at this point. I guess the van is done with. I'm gonna try to get out the back of the van.
Gas
and
movement. What else?
Then. So, I would have seen the melting of these guys.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. Would one of them look more affected than the other? Or anything?
Well, one of them actually burst into fire. The one that took damage. That would be the one that cut you through the door.
So I will hop out of the back and I will go ahead and use my leg gun.
You lift up your leg like you're gonna take a whiz, and boom.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Go for it.
What was that? What was that one movie from a couple years ago?
It
The
was
Grindhouse
Planet
Style?
Terror.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Planet Terror. So
Yeah.
that's like I started thinking. I'm like, wait a second.
Every time you mention that, I'm picturing.
it's basically me.
Yeah.
Was it
So
Michelle
it's
Rodriguez or something?
Yeah, it's a hidden
No.
gun, so you could take Guile if you want. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's Focus and then Chrome.
I definitely prefer Guile, so I'll do Guile and Chrome. All right. It's a 2.
Okay, you gonna leave it there, or do you want to tap anything?
I mean, I'm almost dead, so go ahead and tap the grading. Can I do that?
Oh,
I
so
have one-
you're breaking up. Tap what?
I have that great aim aspect that we just did.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You can only tap an aspect once
Okay.
in the same scene, so you'd have to pick something else. You can, but it just has to be something else.
There's nothing here that would apply.
Okay.
So it's gonna
All right,
keep
so
it as
2.
it is then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's gonna try and just basically roll out of the way. Yeah, so he negates your successes. Basically, he just drops to the ground so that he avoids the shot.
He stops, drops, and rolls.
Yeah. Yep.
He's on
Who's
fire.
next? So who's
Um,
next?
I really.
Look at him. Not me. Not me. No.
I mean, I guess we keep up with the whole enemies go next.
Okay.
Anytime the Pompadour wants to hop in here.
So the guy that, the one that's not dropped to the ground, he tears the door off the van. He enters it, and he's basically trying to get it out of the way. He's going to try and start the van or get it moving. The guy that dropped and rolled, he is going to spring up, take a huge leap, and try to kick your head off your shoulders. Okay, a 3. So how do you want to resist that?
I mean, he's kicking out of my shoulder, so I'm gonna try to roll underneath the van.
Okay. Sure. That is either haste or flare,
Okay. It's
and then style.
style 1. I'll take haste and style. Gives me 2. All right.
1.
One.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 stress as he does connect, but not as strongly as he's hoping, and you're able to roll under.
Okay.
Okay. So the rest of them. Guy is going to try and get the van moving. Let's see if he can. He's not really great at this. 1 tech, 2. Yeah, he actually gets the van. Engine flares to life, so he's got it on, but he hasn't moved it yet. Inside the limo, he successfully got through your connection Techno-G, so he he turns on the windshield wipers to annoy you. So you're what you put up as a thing to stop them, it was only a +1, so it's
Yeah.
not going to take a lot for him to get through that. So let's see if he can.
I have a plan.
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, the windshield wipers are just an annoyance, but you hang on. Out of the back steps Sumiko. You see her eyes have gotten this kind of silverly look, and there's like a halo of fire above her head. Her red hair is kind of just moving in the breeze. Let's see, Ivan, you're the one she sees immediately. She's going to try and burn you to a crisp.
Oh my gosh. I hope she does a bad job.
All right. So what do you do to resist this? You can use your own magic to try and resist it, or you can just get out of the way. It is literally a fireball.
I want to try and do like use my telekinesis thing to try and throw up a shield.
Sure.
Block the impact.
All right. This is going to be haste. You have to do it quickly in magic.
You got it. It's a 2.
All right. Unless you want to tap anything, mark a box of stress as some of it gets through your shield.
Yep. I'll mark that box.
All right. Also, I'm going to put it on the enemy's turn. You hear the sirens in the background. Lone Star, famous for having a 2-minute response time. So they're on their way. They will be here soon. All right, Techno G.
I kind of want to send a feedback spike through the limo into the rigger that's trying to drive it.
Yeah, you can attack the rigger directly. Go for it. You can use Guile to kind of get through his programming, or just brute force it, and then Tech.
Guile and Tech. That gives me +3, so the roll ends up with... Come on, roll 20. You can do it with a 2.
Okay. He resisted, so you guys are battling it out over the vehicle's network.
Then I go back to back.
You can try it again. Right now, he didn't get enough over yours to actually do you damage, so you're kind of you got him tied up.
Now that it's the second round of doing this, can I use focus and Tech?
Yep, sure can.
Then I get a +4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Nice. All right. You fry this guy's brains. I mean, like, you see the smoke come out of his ears as he slumps over the console on the inside.
Damn.
Good job. Who's next?
Yeah. Man, Gantu's in trouble and Ivan's a little on fire.
There's nothing new there.
Yeah, but it's not your fire.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think Gantu needs to go next so that he can, I don't know, roll out of danger or maybe something. Go ahead, Gantu.
He's got one samurai on him and one in the car or in the van that's got it up and running. So what are you doing, Gantu?
God, do I do something to now?
Yeah, blow it up. Mom's got more.
Now you guys can communicate freely since you have, your inner network. So Techno, you could let him know that you've neutralized the driver, so he would at least know that.
I will.
Just letting.
I'll absolutely be like, driver is fried. No, the limo's not going anywhere right now.
All right, I will. I'm underneath the van. The guy just tried to kick me. I want to actually, since I want to hammer him.
Yeah, you can still fire from a prone position since it's in your leg. You can
Blow
still fire.
Blow up the van. It smells like...
I kind of want to blow the van,
methane.
but it's going to fall on top of me. That's the case.
It's filled with methane from the pig shit.
I could blow up the van.
I think I'm going to just fire at the guy who's been... Yeah, I'm going to do the guy who just tried to kick me in the head.
Sure. Yep. Again, Guile or Focus, your choice. And then Chrome.
Yep. Okay. Two again.
Okay. No, he moves out of the way, so your shot misses. Who's next?
Can I move out from underneath? Do I get movement?
Yeah,
still?
you still get movement.
So I think I'm gonna roll out the other side.
So you're gonna go out the passenger side.
Away from the guy who's been trying to kick me in the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get the van between you and him, no problem.
Yeah. And then who hasn't gone yet?
Ivan and the enemies.
Yeah.
enemies.
Okay.
Still
All right.
enemies.
So a couple things happen. One, you just rolled over the opposite sides of the thug that's still there. Leaps on top of the van, kind of look to see what's going on. And depending on how well he does this, nope. So that's his action, is to get on top of the van to figure out where you are. So he sees you, but can't react to that. It's an incredible leap, by the way. He just did a standing leap, 6 feet up, landed on the roof. The guy in the van moves the van. So the guy on the top is van surfing. And so they move it down the alley to get it out of the way of the limo. Sumiko, seeing how many of you there are, seeing that her driver is dead, reaches in, grabs Mariah out, and basically grabs one of her chopsticks out of the back of her hair, sticks it right up underneath her throat, and is just using her as a prisoner. Tells all of you, back off. I don't need the goods alive.
Son becoming of a dragon.
All right. This is the other thing that happens on the enemy's round. You guys hear the sound of shattering glass and stone falling to the ground, and an enormous black and silver form wings out of the side of the building that just explodes outwards, comes around and strafes the ground, starting like right in front of Sumiko, and just blazes a line of fire just right up the alley.
Like through her, or
Right through her.
Oh no!
Oh yes, dragon turf war.
But the person we're trying to keep alive is right there too.
She'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Sumiko goes up in just a ball of fire. She's not dead, but she drops to the ground screaming, and she's enveloped in fire. And the dragon is turning back around and is making another pass. That is the enemy's turn. Your guy's turn.
All right, Ivan.
So, what did he do with our? What did she do with our friend? She just dropped
Mariah. The dragon was just like pinpoint precision. Does not hit Mariah at all. Just blows Sumiko up with flames.
Okay, and she dropped to the ground. Did she drop Mariah when she dropped to the ground?
Yeah, Mariah kind of went to the side, so she's on the ground too. She looks like she's out of it, like she's been drugged.
I just want to use all of my turn here to just run up and grab Mariah and start trying to either drag her or help her get away from the dragon turf war.
Okay. Moving out to Mariah free. Mariah's mostly metal, though. She's a lot heavier than she looks.
Yeah.
So give me a force. You got anything, any tech or chrome that makes you any stronger?
No.
Then it's style. Force and style.
All right. That's a 2. It's better than I was hoping for.
Okay. You run out into the middle of the street. You pick up Mariah. And you're like, oh my gosh, lady, go on a diet.
Oh, actually, because other than their driver being dead, their limo.
There's 2 more guys in the limo.
Oh, no. Okay. Then I run away from the limo with her.
Okay. So where are you running? Back into the club? Otherwise, the only other way is down the alley where your van and the other guy in the van is.
Back into the club then.
So you're going to head back into the club.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to say, since we're doing zones, you're going to be at the stairwell. All right. That's where you get. Who's next?
Techno G.
Since I have control of the limo, I want to slam and lock the doors.
Oh, nice. Free. Yeah. Blam. The safety locks go down. And it's just like exactly like that because it's
glass.
Like, yeah, it's bulletproof glass and it's so quiet in there they can't even hear you. So you're like just mouthing like, ew. All right. All right. That does take an action, but you don't have to roll for it. Who goes next?
Ivan's dragging her away. Gantu's got to get to safety. Can I slide off like off the limo, like just lock the doors and then just kind of slide off after I flip them off?
Yeah, it's just movement. Where do you want to go to?
I want to move toward the van.
Okay.
This dude's trying to steal my mom's ride.
Right. Sounds good. You head to the van. Who's next?
Then it'll be Gantu.
All right, Gantu. Guy up on the roof of the van looking down at you. Guy in the van that's moving the van. What are you doing?
Yeah. Man, just shooting just seems completely ineffectual against them. So,
Kick his ass.
Yeah, it's just not something you built yourself to be good at. That's what it comes down to.
Smash first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll.
It's a gas-powered vehicle.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna climb on top of the van.
All right. It's movement, and it's not the van itself isn't moving very fast. So I tell you what, make me a roll. If you succeed on this with more than a 1, you can have another action as well. So it's either haste or force. And then, are you chromed up for extra strength?
No, I just got the hammer thing, and I just got the gun thing in the leg.
Okay, so it's style then. Force or forced or haste, and then style.
I use force and style. 2.
2. Yeah, you muscle it up. You're on top. You have another action. What do you want to do?
I want to smash him.
All right. Yeah, fisticuffs. Go for it. So this would be force and chrome.
Yeah, it's only slightly better than gunning. That's
Oh,
6.
that's pretty darn good. Yeah.
There
They're
you
not
go.
as good hand to hand as they are with weapons. Force. Okay, so you do. Actually, this guy was already injured. Yeah. What does it look like? You take him out.
I think at this point, I'm just gonna climb up right beneath him, and then I just want to club out both of his knees so he falls down.
All right. Nice. Yeah, it knocks him out cold when his head hits the top of the van. He's out. Who's next?
That's
It's, who
Is that
ha-
all
They're
of us?
enemies,
Or-
enemies
I think it's
or
enemies.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna do
Ivan has
enemies?
gun. It's 2
Yeah.
enemies. Yeah.
All right, enemies. All right, Sumiko is going to try and put out the fire. Let's see how she does with this. She'll use magic. She'll conjure up some air. Oh wow, she did very poorly. She's still on fire, and as a matter of fact, yeah, she goes down. Like she's a corpse at this point as the fire continues to burn through her. Unfortunately, the dragon continues his rundown, and this massive bulk of this thing, it's just incredible how agile it is to fit into this alley. It folds its wings, it does like this eagle drop, and at the bottom it does this swoop that takes it right across Mariah and Ivan, and he snatches or tries to snatch both of you up.
Oh, shit.
And it's a dragon. I'm sorry, it's good at this.
yeah, no, that's
All
fair.
right, so how do you try and avoid it? And keep in mind that it's going to be harder to do if you want to keep a hold of Mariah versus dropping her to avoid it.
Oh man. I'm gonna give him the hot foot. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna do some magic as damage, what the damage will, if the damage is more than what he rolled, it will negate his successes, and so you're doing it as a defense. You can do that.
I'm not gonna roll more than he did, but I will still try it. Absolutely. This is gonna be magic and haste?
Probably haste.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that. I got a point in haste. Oh, I just get a 1. Yeah.
At 5, so he succeeds with style. So he grabs both of you, and just you guys are both taken off into the night. I will get back
gosh.
to you in a moment.
Okay.
So let's just get back to the two of you that are left, and we'll do this kind of out of sequence. What do you guys want to do? Ivan was just carried off with Mariah.
And the other guy is down, and they're locked in the limo, and there's a dude trying to steal my mom's ride.
Yeah, he's the only one that's up. The guys in the car can't get out. Sumiko is a burning corpse.
Does he have a diagnostic port for his chrome?
Who does?
The guy trying to steal my van.
He does. I mean, you have to get to him physically, but he does.
I'm standing right by the van right now. If you remember, I slid off
Yeah,
the hood and
okay.
made my way to the van. and I'm not good with the gun. I'm just gonna try to climb up and jack in. Yeah.
All right, give me haste and tech.
I want to make it look like I'm gonna punch him.
Oh, guile and tech then. Yeah, that's fine.
There we go. Good.
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
He
No,
just
it's
stops
the
me
port
away.
is just so small. You're just not able to make
Right
the
in his
connection.
ear. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Who's next?
Actually,
I guess you go again.
Oh, I'm last. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing
All right. Yeah, you can try it again. Go for it.
with focus and tech.
Let's try this again more intently.
Just like trying to jam this thing in this diagnostic port with a 3.
All right. That's better. Okay. 2, it's not spin, but you get it in, so you're connected into the port. Unfortunately, that is your action to get it in there. So who's next? Well, actually, there's only so
Me, Gantu,
what
and
does Gantu do?
this guy.
Or you can have the enemies go.
I guess the
There's
enemy-
only one. All right.
I guess the enemy, because Gantu's on the roof and we're
Sure.
in a melee.
All right, so you're jacked in, which is so basically you're having access. So he needs to get rid of that first, and he does not. So that's his action. You've effectively got him paralyzed while you're actually you're accessing his system. So Gantu.
I would like to scuttle over above the driver's side window and lean down and smash him in the head.
Nice.
All right. Well, he can't defend because he's being enthralled at the moment. So just make the attack roll. Sounds like, oh, wow, you cave his head in.
Nice. God damn. God
Yeah.
damn.
See, we got to go with what we
There
know.
you go.
All right. You guys hear the sirens. I mean, Lone Star is going to be here any second. Your friend of Mariah just been taken off. There's bodies everywhere. A couple trapped guys in the car. You've got a running van. What are you doing?
Dragging
Let's
the guy out of it and getting in and trying as best we can to follow the dragon if we possibly can see.
Okay, sure. See him in the
Casually,
sky.
we're going to casually pull out of the alley.
Who's driving?
No, don't you think? Hey, cops, I am.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
you're a
driving.
better driver.
Okay. So give me a guile and a tech roll.
Just kind of wave to them, like, have a good night. Guile tech is 3 for driving. It's 3.
Okay. Let's see what they think about this. All right. Yeah. You're going slow. You're not taking it hard at all.
a
There's
piece
no
of junk.
visible damage on the van. And so, yeah, you just drive by, wave at the cops as they come in to find out what's going on. All right. So, Chuck, Ivan is high in the sky, maybe suffering a little bit of vertigo, but you hear in your mind, be at ease, little Magus. You're fine.
Oh, all right. I'm at ease. I would you're not going to hurt my other friend here, are you?
Mariah is my property. I do not break my things.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to struggle, right? Like, we're way up in the sky. He said he's not going to hurt me, and he said he's not going to hurt Mariah. So, enjoying the view, I guess.
Okay. He flies high to a skyscraper in the distance, dropping you off, and continues on with Mariah.
I'll definitely update if I like the communicators or whatever with the team. Like, yeah, I need a lift, and he took Mariah.
We're 5 minutes behind. Can you just slide down the skyscraper into the van, or
I'll
want us to
get you.
drive up and get you?
I'm right here.
My broken arm.
Yeah. I guess I'll make my way in the skyscraper nonchalantly and try and get an elevator.
Oh, what? You're not going to take the fire escape down the long way? Is
Oh,
that-
God, that's so much climbing.
Cardio, man.
We already had that conversation. Cardio's the worst.
All right.
Make it into the longest What's that thing called?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the salmon
Jeez.
ladder thing.
All right. So by the time they
Ah.
pull up in the van, you're able to make it out, Ivan. Without, I mean, yeah, security is definitely hastening you out by how you're dressed.
Yeah.
But since that's what you wanted to do anyway.
Like, yeah, I'm just passing through.
All right. All right. All right. So epilogue. The dragon has long since flown off. A couple of weeks pass. And who's holding on to those Horizon cred chips? You still
Not
got
it.
that? Gone
Sure.
All right. You happen to check the balances when you're, paying out because this is like the only payout you guys are getting or what are on those things. But when you go in and check the balance, there is 500,000 new yen more
God damn.
that was there before.
Well, fucking hot diggity.
All in a day's work.
A couple months later, you start hearing on the net and through the underground that Mariah Mercurial is going to play a series of clubs. She's got a new album, and dates are being set.
Big Z people.
Yeah. So we'll end it there. I have no idea what went on with her, but assuming you guys want to continue with my little
Absolutely.
thing,
My
we'll,
God, I love Three Stooges in Shadowland. It's
Right.
Jeez.
well, you may find out what happens to her anyway as we go along. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have
Absolutely.
any aspects that you haven't filled out, go ahead and think about what you might want to have in those slots, and we will recreate these characters in Cortex for
Okay.
the next round. All right.
Okay.
Well, did we get any listeners tonight?
Yeah,
Anyone
we had
out there?
people in and out all
there's some
night.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we'll say goodbye, but before we do, Chuck, you got anything you want to plug?
Defenders of Cobalt, that's where you can find me. Find me at Cobalt Defenders on Twitter or twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. We play stuff like Zweihander and Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics, Dark Trails, Tiny Dungeons. We got Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea coming up. So yeah, check us out. We run all sorts of cool shit.
Jeff.
Yeah, Adventures in Lollygagging. You can find us at thelollygaggers.com. You can catch me on Twitter at lollygaggerco. We're at twitch.tv/thelollygaggers. We play Heart, The City Beneath. We play Mutant Year Zero. We play Electric Bastion Land tomorrow night on our channel at 7 Pacific, 9 Central. You can catch Chuck and I. We're playing over there, playing a little Heart. And so, yeah, it's good times.
And Techno G. What do you got, Chris?
Techno G, the Mind Master. Christopher from Two Old Guys Games, 2oggames.com. We've got our first DCC adventure and judges screen. There's like recorded sea shanties that should be done just about now, according to the text I got. All up on the website. You can find us on Twitter, and you'll often see me playing games here with Chuck and Jeff and a bunch of other people.
And you can find me at bluemagic.com, BLUMAGIK, for the Of Steam, Steel, and Murder podcast, where we've got 400 some odd recordings over the many years we've been going. We're currently playing Indiana Jones, the TSR game, Savage Worlds, Wise Guys, Pig Smoke, Powered by the Apocalypse game. What am I missing? BX Dungeons and Dragons, or some classic goodness there. And of course, running my Shadowrun experiment on the notorious DMG. It was fun.
Yes.
Have a good night,
It was
guys.
great.
That was
Right.
awesome.
Goodbye.